Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber Android Airhead, and I am here with more Ace Attorney! Ace Attorney 5! There are still 5 more after this! That's the crazy part. Anyway, yeah, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, finally getting around to playing it. Here we go. New game. Also, there are costumes. I forgot to mention, there are costumes. We can... We can put Phoenix in, in the sweater he had for his girlfriend who tried to frame him for murder from the 3rd game. You know what? As entertaining as that sounds, well, we've got Apollo in actually a pretty cool outfit, not gonna lie, I like that. That's pretty nice. And Athena in a schoolgirl uniform. So anyway, yeah, new game. Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Which, by the way, this is a part of the Apollo Justice trilogy. This isn't Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, this is just, it's Phoenix Wright. Again. Also, I think there's an opening to this. I cannot hear shit if they're talking, so I don't think they're talking. Oh, there's a bomb. Huh. Nice, good to know. Oh, not nice, it's a bomb, but, you know. Also, anime cutscenes in this, that's kind of crazy. Not the courthouse! That has been standing for like 30 years at this point.
Our dark times.
Voice acting?
The law has been reduced to rubble. And it's up to us to restore it to its former glory.
I guess that's how Apollo sounds, huh? Phoenix left behind the beanie.
I know what you mean.
And there's Phoenix.
Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
And here's Athena. Who I've heard about, I don't know much about her.
Done.
And she's got holograms. And an AI necklace friend.
Let's do this.
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it.
Man, they're really just chucking like every attorney at Phoenix at this
her
point.
power will be our greatest weapon.
He's got like a whole team. Like he's at an actual law firm by now. And she almost tripped and died on the stairs.
Are you alright, miss?
Not the most unlikely way to die in the Ace Attorney universe.
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned.
Yeah.
Time to bring it to an end.
Yeah! The fucking guy is back! He's got his badge back, he's cleared of all charges, he still works in a magic shop. Or I guess it's a talent agency technically, but... Hey, who knows? World's our oyster. Got a new suit. Well, newish, it's still mostly the same suit. And Apollo is ore farming. Punished Apollo. He does look pretty cool with the coat right there. And we're fighting the moon. Episode 1. Turnabout Countdown. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy. Without discretion. I think he sees in 3D. Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. Or, wait, how would a little girl make bombs? December 17th, 9:22 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Okay, number 5, there. Went a little slowly there for a moment. Nope. Not feeling nervous at all. Which, by the way, Athena's a lady, so I'm gonna have to talk in a lady voice. As close as I can get to one, at least. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? I assume that's Phoenix? Nope, it's Apollo. Okay. You doing okay, Athena? Oh, Apollo! Yeah, doing great. Like, hum a little tune great. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. Ugh, I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here, I tell you. This is Apollo Justice. He was the guy from the last game. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo's the lead for the defense on this case. But I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. Yeah, well, it didn't do him justice. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. As I'm going to see too that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Apollo, Athena. Oh wait, that's a girl. Alright. I guess Phoenix just isn't joining us for this one. Thank you for doing this for me. Junie! From Spy Kids. Hey, Lovers, welcome to the stream. It's 3D now! They made Ace Attorney 3D! It's crazy. She's inhaling her flowers. What if she has, like, reverse allergies and pollen actually makes her better? Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens. Cough, cough. At home in the forest. Oh, cough. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. They're trying to pin the bombings on this chick? Oh boy. Feel the compliments that despite your lack of popularity, I appreciate the effort you put into the content. The question is, what are your thoughts on the adaptations of books? Well, thank you for that, but adaptations of books, let's see, oof, that's a whole can of worms. I would say, when it comes to, book adaptations, I think when it comes down, I'm saying a lot of, like, non-sequiturs, no. You need to keep it as accurate to the source material while also preserving the feeling for whatever medium you're doing it for. Yeah, I remember that 3D stuff wasn't anything I liked all that much by the community. I think it's okay. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I think it's fine for now. Granted, I do really like the 2D sprites and how, like, expressive and fun they were, but you know what, I'll give this a chance, we'll see. But, oh yeah, when it comes, I want book adaptations. I think a good book adaptation is one that manages the feeling of the book while also accounting for the medium it is. Now, granted, sometimes that means you cut out certain parts of the book, and that I'm not huge on. I'm more of a, I want to include all the book that you could sort of thing. But I also recognize sometimes that some parts of a book just don't kind of flow well with a movie if you were to do it into a movie. If it was like a TV series, that's different. Because then you have like a lot more time to get stuff done. But then, okay, at that point, actually, you're also constrained to the episode format, and you gotta like plan it out according to that. Yeah, there's different problems with each version. But I do think that with regards to adaptations of books, I would like to see them keep most of the book in whatever they're adapting. But that's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that.
I brought you a little snack, Thena. Just a little something from my garden.
Hey, thanks! Orange, like the color of my hair. Its color is the same as its name, just like a lemon.
Hey, thanks. So,
Is this an orange or a tangerine? This will be pivotal to the case.
it's an orange. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance.
Oh, I get it.
Strength for the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me.
Jeez, look at me, standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. I don't know why I thought that, yeah, the image there is kind of, I like it. Really chances mainly disliked because the Destinies lack the unnecessary oomph. Oh, okay, I can see the issue there. It's gotta have the thunk, you know?
Well, don't worry. We'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what hit him. They won't know what hit him, right, Apollo?
Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial we just can't lose. Okay, yeah, also Apollo died.
Apollo! Apollo!
Yeah, he got blown up by a bomb earlier. Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice!
Huh?
Oh yeah, it's a bailiff. The trial's about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom.
What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend.
I have to defend Juniper.
What are we gonna do? The trial's about to start, with or without us.
With or without you. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. Athena, Apollo, Phoenix, these are all the names of gods that return from death or insanely intelligent. Exactly, yeah, that's a good point. I made the connection with, obviously Apollo and Athena, because those are two Greek gods, but Phoenix is like, yeah, I didn't think about that. The whole Rise from the Ashes thing, which is also the name of a chapter of Ace Attorney. That is kind of the point, I think. I think Phoenix's name in Japanese is actually something to do with dragons, like Ryunosuke or something. Alright.
No, wait. There's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case.
Huh? What are you gonna do? Bailiff? Yes, miss? The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition.
Tina?
I'm gonna have to do a lot of girl voices for this, aren't I? I'll make one of them slightly different. Alright. You're not seriously... You just concentrate on getting better.
I'll defend Junie.
All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second and think about what you're saying. You've never once taken a case on alone before, right?
No hay problema. That's Spanish for something. I can handle it. I think.
But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over?
Sure.
Her name is Juniper Woods. She's a plant, and also many plants.
I believe in you, Thena. And that's enough for me.
You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now. So you'll just have to leave it to me. Phoenix's Japanese name is Ryuichi Naruhodo. That's the one, okay, yeah. Ryuichi Naruhodo. Because that's like, it's Dragon 1, I understand. Or something. Alright. I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there. But I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper.
You bet I will. Rest assured of that.
My name is Athena Cykes. Yeah, there's the title. Say Cykes right now. There it is.
I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie.
Athena! And Kratos just bursts into the courtroom. December 17th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5. Yeah, if it's defendant lobby number 5, it'd be courtroom number 5. Got it. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh, he got new hair. Yeah.
The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. Uh-huh. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today.
That's racist. Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Which, of course, means it was processed duly. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue, and we're in this new courtroom that looks way cooler.
I see. Not at all surprised that he used that as an excuse to run away.
He was blown up by a bomb. He was blown up by a bomb. What do you mean run away? Excuse.
With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape? What? The nerve of that guy! I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind! Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Ah, this arrogant jerk! You arrogant jerk. No, Widget! Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me.
How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something.
Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget.
Of course she has a little friend.
He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. Well then. If that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction to what you just stated.
Oh my god. Naruto means I see or I understand, while Ryuchi translates to first son of the dragon, whatever the hell that's relevant to. I think it's just a cool name for the first part. Understand is, Naruto is probably mostly just like a joke about like, him having to figure all this stuff out.
A contradiction? I've heard of those. I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said what I was... what was it? Elegance at work? Actually, it was an arrogant jerk.
I like how even... Okay, I will say, I do like how Widget kind of also has the face change when she does like that sort of face.
And anyway, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? That's racist. No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness.
Okay, see, the thing is, Payne, you've literally been beaten every single time by a fresh out of law school rookie. Literally every time. Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case.
Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator.
So it's a bot that reads her mind. Wouldn't that mean she's at a significant disadvantage? Yeah, if it starts blurting out what she's thinking... Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Why... What's the upside? Does she have it, like, linked to her brain?
I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. I was about to say it again. Arrogant jerk.
Miss Cykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. You have a 0% on-screen win rate and always lose that toupee. Exactly. He always gets a new one, though. Always larger than the last.
Heck, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction.
Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4.
Ah, yes, I was presiding over that trial as well. And Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense.
A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial.
Who says the thoughts are inconvenient? Yeah, exactly. Athena, ditch the necklace. It's not worth it. What does it do? I think that bot would only be useful if you have severe social anxiety and have a hard time talking. Yeah, where it's just like, if you start stuttering a lot and it just says what you're thinking. Okay, that's actually good use. That's true. Or if you have like Tourette's, that could be useful. It was a terrible incident and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Except for Apollo, because we left him to die. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life. But there was, in fact, one death, was there not?
That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast... Oh, the body of Detective Candace Arm was discovered.
Candace Arm, that feels like a joke. I mean, Arm is... She has an arm, but... Candace Nuts?
She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial.
I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape.
Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes.
He stands up and he's got like shorts.
The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom.
It would always be good to lie detect like everyone else, unless it only applies to her. That's true, yeah. What if it can only read her mind? And there's like, don't worry, I'm working very hard to get you acquitted. And then her, we're just like, what am I going to have for lunch?
I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others to safety. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report, which will need to be updated. And details about the bomb.
Arms autopsy report added to the court record. Stuffed animal bomb added to the court record. Huh. So it's an elephant.
Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just use RB.
Wait, what's RB? Oh wait, I can't examine my attorney's badge, huh? I also can't examine... Okay, so for whatever reason, it seems that I can't examine things in 3D just yet. I can examine this. This is the picture of her death. Time of death between 8 and 11 a.m. We should know exactly when it was because it was a bomb. We all saw it go off. Even funny, he was only in his underwear on the lower half, so his robe is only for his upper half. Oh yeah, like a Zoom meeting, yeah.
I better take a peek later.
Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Woods. I'm a goddamn onion, Mason. Actually, you know what? I'll do the voice of Woods from Black Ops for her. Why not? Just for fun. Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale. I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. Cough. But I'm all right.
Junie's really giving it her all. I better make sure I do the same. She sounds like she needs a lozenge. If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant.
James Woods. I'm a Black Ops operative. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student.
Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in the courthouse on the day in question?
Yes. I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Athena. Cough. And so, I was there yesterday. To watch this trial and lend my support.
Something's wrong. Junie's really scared.
You can hear it in her voice.
Did you know that I'm also known as the Defendant Humiliator?
I barely know her.
How did it not get found? If I ever secure building would have fucking examined the hell out of that stuffy.
Let's see. I think they said the bomb was like, this was meant to be like evidence for the trial. I just didn't realize it was still like an active bomb.
It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker. This is arrogance, no bounds. I have to protect Junie no matter what.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can change the text speed. Text skip off. Wait, what? You know, skipping unread text in the main game. Let's keep that off. Wait time. Hold on. Next line of dialogue is displayed. Let's change that to 0.5. Yeah, there we go.
I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you arrogant Prosecutor Payne. What is it? Do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead?
Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Here's how I'm supposed to Candace. Oh, that's so fucking good. I didn't even... Oh, okay, that's great. I like that a lot. Looks like she can't disarm, though. All things considered.
Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby.
I was thinking the joke was Candace arm fit up your ass. Work your mouth like a puppet. Yeah.
And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him, too.
He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. And he'll need it. One of his eyes is hurt or something. She says they can even help you see into the future.
They can? And that's the perfect present for a lawyer.
The Monado!
I'm really feeling it!
And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them.
Yeah, okay, that's true, because he's a bomb, yeah. A sweet, meek girl like this blowing a courtroom to bits? I must say, it's very hard to believe.
Now, Your Honor. Don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime.
That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. I was trying to kill Menendez. And I didn't even know the lady was killed. I want to get back in the drawing, but I'm having a hard time actually picking up a damn pencil. Even got a separate desk for it and everything. I would say, like, when I'm having trouble drawing, I just start drawing shapes until I find something that I want to draw. Like, I just, like, kind of scribble around the page, and I'm like, oh, hey, I can turn that into this thing. And then I just kind of go from there. And usually that opens up enough inspiration, or I just look at, like, I don't know, like, a list of ideas for stuff to draw. Like, you know how I do my thumbnails and all that? I usually just, like, figure out, like, okay, what thing have I not drawn yet, or what thing do I want to draw, or what would help me with, like, a certain skill? And I go based off that to determine what kind of stuff I should draw. Not very sound advice necessarily, but you know what? It's an idea, I guess. Yeah, and I didn't even know the lady who was killed.
I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and defendant.
Well, yeah, but it was a bomb. I'm not sure if it was meant to kill that person specifically.
However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself.
Okay, that oomph wasn't that bad. That's not terrible.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that? That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges? Why, yes, I have.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the voice. Why, yes, I have. Mr. Payne's name is Winston Payne, like Winston in Pain. Yeah. Therefore, his name pun is Winston Payne. His entire name is a pun that means he's a little bitch. Exactly, yeah. And then, like, let me think what else. Dick Gumshoe, the detective, greatest localization name in the franchise. It's Detective, and I love it. It's amazing. And then, like, what are some of the other ones? Oh, yeah, Lotta Hart. Lotta Hart is really good. I like Lotta Hart. Let me think what else. We've got... Von Karma, which is basically just like, oh, you know, they faced karma for their actions or something. Then, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. There was like something like Yami Yogi, who was like a Yu-Gi-Oh reference at one point, I remember that. Damon Gantz, who was Demon something else, I don't know. Anyway, and did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Now wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers.
That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land. Gasp in pain, his younger brother was just gasped in pain. I didn't even know he had a little brother. That's really funny. Gasp in pain. His entire family line has this reaction to being harmed. His entire family line is a bunch of pushies. Don't forget his cousin, Hertz Donut. That's not a real thing, but I imagine that would be if he was here. Alright.
I can see the accused isn't the only who might bear resentment against the courts. But Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
And what exactly was so unique about it?
Why don't we have Miss Cykes answer that question? Me? I notice that you appear to be very nervous. And, well, gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question.
Could he be any more condescending?
Really, what a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser. What did it just say? Nothing. No, not a single thing. Now let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this?
Answer the question.
Oh, I know! The court record! The information I need is somewhere in the court record!
It's this. It was stuffed in a bomb. Or an animal. What if it was a bomb that had an animal inside of it instead? Alright, Miss Cykes. Let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was... Oh my god! Fucking stick drift. Alright. Stuffed animal.
Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal.
Oh, and there's the thumbnail, yeah.
Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior. Very good. Have a cookie. Really? No. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal. There! How do you like that? Not bad, huh?
In Japanese, the Payne brothers' name is Ouchie. Oh, that's amazing. Ouchie. Oh, man. I love the pun names of this franchise. It's all so good.
I am fine, just like I said from the start. I can do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant? It's a kangaroo court, except it's an elephant.
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
Mr. Payne, is that a... It's a tail, Your Honor. Oh. I thought it looked like something else. And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed.
It's a tail, Your Honor. The tail of a poor victim of the explosion.
This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tail?
How did you get to be a judge? Your Honor is so very close, but no. It belongs to this stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fanty. A rather unpleasant name, if you ask me.
One of these times we're playing a woman and they're treating us like a simple idiots. How sexist. To be fair, Payne always treats his opponents like an idiot. That's kind of the whole thing, is that, like, in the first game, there's this whole option where Phoenix has to select, like, Phoenix, what is the defendant? And if you select, like, who is the defendant? And if you select yourself, you get an achievement called Hand in Your Badge, because the idea is that you said something so dumb. So yeah, they had to, a lot of this is just Winston being like, oh, I know better than this fucking rookie. Every single time. And he's always wrong. He's the mascot for our campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not? I would hope there's a campaign for that. I would hope that's just what they're doing normally. Don't question the flimsy laws of Ace Attorney. You know what? That's fair. Exactly. His motto is phony evidence is just trunked up. It was fucked up, and then we changed it to be more family-friendly. That's so wrong on so many levels. The phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth. Actually sounds pretty well made. Huh. And we found something very interesting, on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints. What? The phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. That's plural, it's not plural, it's needed, it's past tense. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb. Yep. 3D view. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it? That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence. Phony Fanty tail added to the court record. Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this? I don't understand. Cough. How about you, Miss Cykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence? Well, Really, Ouchie can imply a subpar prosecutor, which further sends the idea of him being an absolute loser. That's actually incredible. It's a pun on so many levels. Oh, I love that. I need to look more into the Japanese names. I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. They better come up with something. For Junie's sake. If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you prefer. I think Justice Courtroom is actually pretty nice. Yeah, I do like it, yeah. It, like, kind of changes up the shots a little bit, you know? Ugh, no! I have to say something! Fast! Oh no, I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? Oh fuck, she has like a history. I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court. Phoenix, you want to show up? Oh fuck, cutscene. Seems like she has some sort of problem. I think her first problem was making all the people covered in ink.
As you can see, there is no room for
Oh fuck, the voice I picked was actually kind of close.
Objection!
Here we go.
Objection!
That was way louder than I thought. This is disrespectful. Yeah, it was. A little bit. Why, it's you. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come here and help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a really rough time on my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now let's turn things around. You got it, boss. Oh, look who showed up out of the blue. And in the blue, the goat is back! The goat is back! If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright. You always manage to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. Can I examine stuff in 3D now? Nope. Oh well. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal's tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I asserted it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. You are absolutely right. Yeah, that's my name. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne?
None at all, Your Honor.
So she has PTSD for getting framed and not being listened to, then that explains why the bot says what she thinks. Yeah, okay, you know what, that makes sense. I retract my complaint. That actually does seem like a useful little tool for her. Cough, cough, cough. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time.
Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself.
Because of yesterday?
Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her.
Poor thing. Here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby. Well, given the defendant's condition... Very well, I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about this. Cough, cough. She evaporated.
Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne.
Nah, you're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne.
Oh, that's Gaspin Payne, okay.
I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
What? Long-standing rival? Nor were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing. I think about to put things straightforwardly makes sense since she was tricked by the court system, which also explains her desire to be a lawyer. Honestly, yeah, you know, that tracks now. Yeah. It all makes sense. Or at least it probably will make more sense once we hear the specifics, but you know, it's... Yeah, overall, I think this is a good way to kind of set up her character.
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands.
Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. And it's the culprit. Classic Ace Attorney thing. The first witness is the culprit.
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Witness?
Name.
Detonate. Oh, like detonate? That's really good.
Name. Detonate. Occupation. Bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have. Oh, I picked right.
Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking. I also operate as a VTuber named Zentrea. He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can't you speak in a normal manner?
I can.
He can?
But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure. Speaking is greater than typing. Understand?
What an odd witness.
Now that I think Juniper is being potentially framed for a murder she most likely never committed, which would be cool if Athena seeing another version of herself as a reason for taking this. There does seem to be a part of it. It all seems like they're like friends already, so there is that, but like, I imagine Athena does have at least some kind of personal tie to this. Mr. Tenate was in charge of the bomb for that trial and was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim?
Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police.
I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim. Shocked? I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. He was the first to discover the body, was he? Are you using more energy typing so quickly with your hand? I would think so, yeah, but you know what? If he says so, who am I to judge? All my energy is made by a proprietary power system, which I will not name for the sake of the company that made me. Which was also me, and it wasn't a company. I built myself. I think, lore-wise. Honestly, I kind of forgot some of my lore. Anyway, he is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion. Very well. The court will now hear Mr. Todate's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness. Yep, there it is. The 3D eyeglasses or whatever. Here we go. When the bomb went off. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Do you, Dr. Gerode, yourself to life? Pretty much, yeah. Or a scientist built me, I kind of forgot which I said was my lore thing. Doesn't matter. Like, I'll be real. I'm gonna be honest. It's not that I don't care about VTuber lore. It's more like, it very rarely comes up, and at this point I said that like 4 years ago. So I don't really know what my thing was. I think I built myself, but I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, who truly remembers the moment of their birth? Well, that's my excuse for that. The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name, HH3000. HH does not stand for what you think it stands for. I realize you might be thinking of Kanye West. It is not that. Operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the wow, his eyes, wow. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. You know what, fuck you, I'm gonna write an entire damn story for your model, you're gonna like it. You know what? Sure, and I'll pass it off as canon, because for all I know it is. So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on? Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright. I guess this makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss. I'd now like to begin my cross-examination. Huh? What'd you get, Stendo eyes? Yeah. Dude is like a snail on the inside. Mr. Todate, what is that? HH3000, aka a bomb. A bomb? Great, googly moogly. We're Phineas and Ferb now. Mr. Todate, I demand that you disarm it this instant. Okay, that's pretty fun. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure. I figured. Hey, Lily Soundwave, welcome to the stream. How you doing? An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looks like. That's what it looked like. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions: 10 inches height by 10 inches width by 10 inches dick. Weight: 12 pounds. A perfect replication. What does the D stand for? Dength? Depth? But that's already... whatever. Oh, Christ, man, don't do that. Yeah. Don't... How did he get that in there? I'm really gonna play... replayed Resident Evil Revelations recently, and I'm replaying it on Infernal difficulty. Oh yeah, I need to play that. I've said that like once or twice before, but I do need to get around to that. Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed. Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It is a very puzzling wiring setup.
It is regrettable. I could not replicate it.
Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here. HH3000 bomb updated in the court record. Diameter, oh, that could be it. I guess it's not, but it's not a circle though, so... who knows. Having gotten to the first boss in Inferno, yes, I don't want to say it's not hard yet. Yeah, good call. That's usually where it's like... Bosses are where things start to kind of pile up and start to be an issue. And now if the defense would begin their cross-examination... Where's Miss Cykes gone to? Did you duck and cover, Athena? Athena, you can come out now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work.
I guess you were pretty scared, huh?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
He was about to bolt.
Hey, put a sock in it, would you?
As transparent as ever.
Now, let's see. Where were we?
We were at the cross-examination.
Oh, cross-examination, of course.
She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine, to help her focus. Stick drift. Nope. Good. And no need for that right now. She'll be fine.
I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press Y when the option to consult with me appears. I'll let you know what I think the suspicious I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is.
Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. So Phoenix doesn't have his Magatama this time. That's interesting. Alright, it's cross-examination time. We can't use magic to see through his lies. When the bomb went off. Okay, we already... Yeah. We should only disarm by me, then transported here as evidence. Let's press him on this. You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash. Looked it up, in the context D stands for depth. Okay, yeah. And also the dimensions mentioned are a perfect cube. Yeah, because it's 3 by 3 by 3. Or it's about 10 by 10 by 10. Yeah. Revelations 1 is only kind of weird, only having 3 difficulties because there was only casual, normal, and infernal. Feels like there should be a hard in there somewhere. In a flash. That looks more like dismantle than disarm to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see, is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although the jury is still out on this guy.
If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed.
I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tenate? You can also do Infernal from the very first playthrough, which is weird. Yeah, normally they make you unlock those difficulties. Huh. Certainly. Timer with a remote. Alright, let's... Maybe we can get something about the remote. Because obviously he's the culprit, but like, we'll see. What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? 10 by 10 by 10. Dimensions, 10 inches height by 10 inches width by 10 inches depth. Weight, 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph. Ah, yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like 1 inch and one thick and heavy. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy piece of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping.
If you dropped that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Very well. I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tenate, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching from? The last playthrough of Revelations I did was 5 hours, which feels very quick for the game. Yeah, I do like speedrunning Resident Evil games. Not that I'm that good at it, but like, I did one of 2 on hardcore for Leon's difficulty. That's how I got the rocket launcher for Claire's playthrough. And you know what? Pretty fun. I'm not good at it, but it's pretty fun. I was watching from the gallery. Let's see. Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. Ah, how admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated. Much like the common 3DS. I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them, too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them... Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. She goes to order something at, like, Chipotle, and they're like, alright, that'll be $5.99, and she's like, take that! And she hands them the money. I see. But do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? Grr, that does it! I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day! They hand her order at Chipotle, and she's like, ah! She does like the little breakdown thing because she got served evidence. Alright, here's a burrito. Then she just crashes out. Apparently a 12-pound explosion is actually enough to wipe out a building off the map. Really? Huh. So that explosion damage is actually fairly accurate. I did not know that. That's interesting. Huh. And you'd better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary. Or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Ternate, what did you witness from the gallery? I guess it depends on the material that blew up, but the damage is shown fairly on that point. That is true. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. Actually, wait. Inside a stuffed animal can be detonated remotely. How would you see it if it was inside the thing?
Objection!
So you say you saw the bomb's countdown. Is that right? Of course. I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Ternate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? What? No! It does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Actually, an alloy bomb is like a building-destroying shrapnel grenade. Damn, that sounds horrible. Huh. No wonder Apollo got so fucked. Well, Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Ternate? Well, let me see. No, there must be some mistake. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound. Sound? What sound? When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
An alloy bomb can generate severe amounts of pressure which can cause severe thermal damage, break windows, take down walls in industrial buildings, sharp objects flying everywhere, etc. So yeah, this guy clearly meant to, like, kill everybody or just destroy the building. That's crazy. How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster. It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. No, he's just showing off. You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here— Okay, wait. Is your skill as a lawyer. Well, okay, that's not what I thought he would say. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know? And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tenate did not hear the sound? Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. It's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. It's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, then the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Mr. Woods, or Miss Woods. That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tenate happened to be there when it happened. He was in the room where it happened. The room where it happened. The room where it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this now? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb, evidence, the lawyer who wanted to see it before the start of the trial. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. You know what, if you said the other thing, you'd have to run them with hands. Yeah, fuck you, exactly. Fist fight in the courtroom. Turn this into an assault charge. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. Not to be confused with the Switch remote, which is called a Joy-Con. The remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. It has been missing ever since the incident. If you can assemble and disassemble in 5.3 seconds, then you could reactivate the bomb, slip it inside the plush, then boom. Exactly, yeah. We already know that this guy's the one that did it. The question is just how do we prove it? I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case. And they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of the case was in that lobby. The case almost spells lobster. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tenate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me, so you admit that you did it. He said that his personal best is 5.1, which is insanely fast for someone so talented, supposedly. That is true, but I guess in his line of work it kind of has to be, you know? Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case. Bomb transport case added to the court record. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch.
And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. Ah! That tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 decaseconds. Can I examine this in 3D? Let's see. No. Okay. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright? I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. I guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry. I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. I guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing, Mr. Wright. Is it? Mr. Wright, is it? Me? Yes. Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Urgh. This guy's hiding something. I just know it. That could mean it could always go faster, which means he could have just opened and armed the bomb in about 3 seconds flat and then let shit happen. That is true. 3 seconds would have been enough to get away with it if someone was like turned to their, like, behind him. If someone turned their back on him, I mean. By the way, decasecond is comparable to 10 seconds, so if he says X decaseconds, it's actually X times 10. Literally X times 10. Okay. This guy's hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me. All right. Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant. Junie! Hi, Athena. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you. Thanks, Athena. And I'll do my best, too. I'm a goddamn onion, Mason. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct? No, of course not. Cough, What's that you say? I can barely hear you. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. This is getting ugly. You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was, isn't that right? Mr. Wright, can I go give the prosecutor a smack? Apparently zeptoseconds is the fastest measurement of seconds, which is literally a trillionth of a billionth of a second. God damn, so that's like one, like, what is it, sextillionth of a second? Because that's trillion times billion, so that's sextillion, right? Or is that, I don't know. What? Of course not. We have to review courtroom manners 101 again? We can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you. Don't worry about me, just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared, so very scared. Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. Oh hey, like the last time we got a female protagonist in something, heightened hearing. Yeah.
And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Woods' heart.
Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor? There is no more gentle man in this world than I.
A single zeptosecond is 0.00000000000000000000000247 of a second. Huh. Not even sure if I said all the right number of zeros, but either way, I'm not doing it again. Alright.
Yeah, as if a gentleman or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win.
Athena! Sniffle.
How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attended a manners class every Saturday. But I am a ruffian. I am more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I'd have made my money back from that manners class if I were you.
I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but... him being the adult, mind you, everyone else here is also an adult. Want to point that one out. Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
Was it lighting a bomb? There are 1 sextillion zeptoseconds in a single second too, which is apparently the fastest recorded measurement of light. See, that's what I thought. I thought it was sextillion, yeah. When the bomb went off. Well, that day, cough. I was watching from the gallery. Cough, cough. The bomb went off, cough. The bomb went cough, you mean. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Cough, cough.
Judy's clearly in pain being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out.
This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart?
Yes, they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse at any second.
Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied and listen to the testimony of Miss Woods' heart.
Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Off gets. Let's do this.
Oh, she speaks multiple languages then. Show me her brain! A zeptosecond as an exponent of 10 is negative 21. Oh, okay. That's 21... Wait, no, 22 zeros total, I guess. So your holographic thingamaboo can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right?
In a nutshell, yes.
The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all that in the widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. She's the opposite of autistic. Yeah, she's anti-autistic. Like the Antichrist, but for autism.
These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know. So with your special ability in Widget's Mood Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. So she has an AI program that allows her to read the minds of anyone she listens to. She's the opposite of tone deaf. Pretty much, yeah, she can only read the room. It's incredible. Talk about the oneness of technology. Meanwhile, Phoenix is over here just using magic, which he seems much less impressed by. Yep, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord, or noise in Junie's heart. Noise level, 100%. The volume is up all the way. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Mrs. Woods' true testimony. So she has a hard time speaking as the analytical prowess of a goddamn god. Pretty much. Oh hey, it's the full sprite. And there's actually a bench. As opposed to, like, just them standing there. That's when she got excited. Bubble started falling. And fell on top of... Huh? Why are you happy? Man, I got fucking hiccups. So her heart is a measurement of internalized anxiety. I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. Internalized anxiety, yeah. It should also let us know when we see someone who's really happy about killing someone. Just a thought, that could be useful there. And I'm seeing unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Your Honor, the defendant wanted to be crushed. Look at this! When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint, albeit, and then select the unexpected emotion and reaction from the four mood markers with A. Apparently talking can make hiccups worse. I believe it. Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, there was also something that made you feel happy? What? Cough. Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spread throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great. Let's hear what she has to say. Cough. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, oh hey, knitting. Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. Okay, so she's into Apollo, got it.
So that's when he sustained those injuries.
How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage?
Yes, Apollo is just like the sun. Strong and bright and warm. Just talking about it makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. I'm just saying, if the court system starts winning at 3v3s, Apollo, Phoenix, and Athena are an invincible trio. Yeah, it'd be cool. Have it be like a swapping in and out sort of thing, where they can like swap each other's abilities around, kind of like that one part of Ghost Trick towards the end. I guess that's somewhat of a spoiler, but yeah. Anyway, having all their abilities separately and knowing like, which one to apply at a certain situation.
And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden.
Oh, you're right. Thank you, Athena. Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony.
Hehe, pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must be still some discord in Junie's heart.
I guess we'll have to keep going then.
Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right?
When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint it. When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint it. Question mark. But my hiccups are fucking me all the way up, dude. Oh boy.
That's right. And then you select it from the mood markers with A. We can find the reason for the discord in her heart. Then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out.
Ready run was too slow. Okay. Bomb went off. Yep. Then Apollo came and rescued me. Happiness seems like the most interesting one. Unexpected would be sad, I guess. You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Like, those three generally try to lie to me. I fucking dare you. Yep. Phoenix can see the locks. Apollo can see them, like, he can perceive them. And Athena can see their emotions. There is nothing that can hide from all three of them. Yes, I was really happy. But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time? Sad? The reason I ask is... Well, if these hiccups don't go away, I might have to stop the stream. This is getting ridiculous. This is fucking nuts. Oh my god. When you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too. Oh, I think it's probably because of the bum rap Rhiney. What? Bum rap Rhiney? Well, what do you know? Something new? That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bum Rap Rhiney, to watch the trial with me. Bum Rap Rhiney and Phony Fanty are brothers. Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? I imagine they'd be great in relationships, as they'd be amazing conversationalists to be open and honest with. You kind of have to be honest with them, they'll know you're lying, yeah. That's an interesting title, yep. It's a rhino with, I'm guessing, a record? I had Bum Rap Rhiney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I'd realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Rhiney, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster. It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges. Phony Fanty and Bum Rap Rhiney. Huh. I mean, that's an interesting title. Exactly, yeah. Excuse me. Yep. Oh boy. Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros? Mr. Wright! I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore. She switched to Blue Sky or whatever. Or Zoom, whatever's the competitor for Discord. Okay. So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony. Yeah. So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony. My dyslexia is adding an E at a very inconvenient spot at that name. Trying to think what that would be. Oh! Okay, yeah, I see your point, yeah. Man, that is... Yeah, I can see why that would be a problem. I can see your reaction to that. That's right. I'll have to make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So, do you think her new testimony will help? Absolutely. Yeah, damn it. Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So, Bum Rap Rhiney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it. At the right statement. Aww. Tried to run, but I was too slow. And a courtroom bomb went off. Startled, tripped, then rubble started falling. Thought I was done for. Then Apollo came and rescued me. With testimony. Not bad, Mr. Wright. I should focus on the news statements Miss Woods made. The existence of Bum Rap Rhiney should turn things around. Yep, I have to present the tale. Fuck. Your competitors for Discord? Frankly, no competitors except for maybe Flux or Restote. Given that I haven't heard of either of those, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that, yeah, there's not really much of a competition. The meaning of a certain piece of evidence we already have. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. I got that, yep.
Objection!
Take a break from speaking so fast and grab some water, dog. I had grabbed some water, that's the problem. I drank the water now, that's why I have hiccups. That's why it happened. I was infected with hiccups. God damn it. Miss Woods, I know this trial's been very hard for you. But you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail of the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that of Phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bum Rap Rhiney. What? What nonsense is that? I concede they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor. But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace. Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both pachyderms, I think, right? Is that what that is? A pachyderm? An elephant and a rhino? Or are they different? They're both gray, for example. That's racist. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. Apparently, Bum Rap was meant to be slang for false charge, which makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up.
Take that!
There we go. Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. Ah! Ah! Fucking hiccups messing up my ah. Order! Order in the court! Fuck. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bum Rap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne? Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around. Elephants, rhinos, hippos, and pigs are classified as pachyderms, although there are different classifications of pachyderms. Okay, hey. That makes sense. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. The hiccups are getting to me. I think I'm just gonna have to call it. I don't know how this happened. I don't know what led to this. But it's fucking me up, man. My throat kind of hurts now. Pachyderms are often characterized by their super thick skin. I need thicker skin or a thicker throat in order to survive these hiccups. Anyway, unfortunately, yeah, I guess I will stop here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airhead, your favorite VTuber Android. I am pussing out like a bitch because of hiccups. And I'll see you all sometime this week for my 4th VTubing anniversary. That's happening. Anyway, have a lovely morning, day, evening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Keep an eye out for my schedule tomorrow. And I hope to see you all there at my other streams this week. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. And goodbye for now. Fuck.